Thank you, Jasmine, she says. Paolini gracious as ever in defeat. The former champion is out. Alexandra Eala. What are you going to do next? That is some win. And Jasmine Paolini, former champion, number 6 seed, in big trouble here on centre court.
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to stop scrolling, and you need to listen to me very clearly right now, because we are about to witness a glitch in the matrix of professional sports. We are about to break down a moment that the establishment said was impossible, a moment that the odds makers said was a statistical anomaly, but a moment that history will remember as the turning point for an entire nation. We are in Dubai, the city of gold, the city of excess, the city where dreams are built into the sky. But tonight on this purple court, the only thing being built is a legacy of pure, unadulterated violence and grace. You are looking at Alexandra Eala, the pride of the young woman who walked into the lion's den with nothing but a racket and a heart full of fire. And across the net you have the gatekeeper, the number 6 seed, the titan, the Italian powerhouse, Jasmine Paolini. On paper, this match is a formality. On paper, Paolini wins this in straight sets. She signs a few autographs, she goes back to the hotel, and she prepares for the next round. That is the script the WTA wrote. That is the script the sponsors paid for. But tonight, Alexandra Eala took that script, she tore it into 1,000 pieces, and she set it on fire right in the middle of center court. I want you to understand the gravity of this situation. Because if you just look at the score, you are missing the entire story. This isn't just a tennis match. This is a geopolitical event in the sporting world. Look at the crowd, look at the flags. Do you see Italian flags? Maybe a few. But look closer. That arena is a sea of red, blue, and yellow. The Filipino community in Dubai didn't just show up, they took over. They turned a neutral venue into a fortress. Imagine being Jasmine Paolini for a second. You are the favorite. You are the veteran. You are supposed to be the one dictating the terms of engagement. But every time you step up to the service line, you feel the weight of thousands of people praying for your downfall. That is not just pressure.
That's an excellent game. Brilliant ball striking. Excellent hold of serve. Still Paolini clinging on for
That is psychological warfare. And Eala knows it. Look at her face in the first set. She isn't looking for approval. She isn't looking for permission. She is looking for blood. She comes out of the gates with a level of aggression that is frankly disrespectful to the ranking difference. She isn't pushing the ball. She isn't waiting for mistakes. She is taking the ball early. She is robbing Paolini of time. She is suffocating the champion in her own half of the court. And when she takes that first set 6-4, you can feel the air leave the room for the establishment. The commentators go quiet. The betting algorithms start crashing. The reality of the situation starts to set in. The underdog isn't just barking. She is biting. But this is where the story gets complicated. This is where the drama really begins. Because you don't get to be number 6 in the world by rolling over when things get tough. Jasmine Paolini is a warrior. She has been in the trenches. She has fought the best in the world, and she has beaten them. So in the second set, the Empire strikes back. You can see the shift in body language. Paolini stops complaining. She stops looking at her box. She puts her head down, and she goes to work. She starts adding spin to the ball. She starts hitting with more depth. She starts making Eala run from corner to corner, testing the legs, testing the lungs, testing the resolve of the teenager. This is the veteran move. This is the old guard telling the new generation to sit down and be humble. Paolini takes the second set 6-4, and suddenly the momentum is gone. The crowd gets a little quieter. The doubt starts to creep in. You can see Eala breathing heavy. You can see the sweat pouring off her face. The adrenaline dump from the first set is wearing off, and now she is left with the cold hard reality of a third set decider against a top 10 player in the world. This is the moment where 99% of young players crumble. This is the moment where experience usually triumphs over enthusiasm. And now we enter the third set. This is the deep water. This is where the Sharks live. Every single game in this third set was a battle of wills. It wasn't about technique anymore. It wasn't about who had the better forehand or the better backhand. It was about who was willing to suffer more. It was a contest of pain tolerance. Eala holds serve. Paolini holds serve. Eala breaks. Paolini breaks back. It is a tug of war on the edge of a cliff. And I want you to pay attention to the tactical adjustments here, because they are subtle, but they are brilliant. Eala starts to change the pace. She stops trying to blast Paolini off the court, and she starts using the angles. She opens up the court. She brings Paolini to the net. She lobs her. She passes her. She is playing chess, while Paolini is trying to play checkers. But the Italian is relentless. She is a wall. You hit the ball to her, it comes back. You hit it harder, it comes back faster. We arrive at 6-6, a tiebreak. The ultimate dramatic device in sports. 7 points to glory, or 7 points to heartbreak. This tiebreak is going to be studied by coaches for years to come. Look at the focus. Look at the eyes. Eala is in a trance state. Psychologists call this the zone. It is a state of heightened awareness, where everything slows down, where the noise of the crowd fades into the background, and all you see is the yellow fuzz of the ball. Paolini serves. Eala returns deep. The rally begins, and in this tiebreak we saw shots that shouldn't be possible. We saw defensive gets that defied the laws of physics. At one point, Paolini had Eala on the ropes. She had the court open. She had the easy put away, and Eala guessed right. She scrambled. She lunged, and she sent a passing shot down the line that landed on the paint. The crowd exploded. That was the moment. That was the fracture in Paolini's armor. You could see the frustration on the Italian's face. She did everything right, and she still lost the point. That is what a future champion does to you. They make you doubt your own excellence.
Dear life. Gonna go to a decider. Oh, this is some match. Taking us to a 1-set shootout. Oh, well, they are literally going toe-to-toe. Yeah, once Paolini gets to the net, you know she's very, very solid. Worth its weight in gold. 3-all, second of 2 for Eala on serve. Yeah, kept her head really well. You have to take your hat off.
We are deep in the tiebreak now, match point. The tension is so thick you could choke on it. The umpire calls for quiet, but nobody is listening. The Filipino fans are on their feet. They know history is one swing away. Paolini serves. It's a good serve. Eala blocks it back. They enter a neutral rally. Nobody wants to make the mistake. They are testing each other. Who will blink first? Who has the courage to pull the trigger? And then Eala sees it. She sees a fraction of an opening on the forehand side. A lesser player would have played it safe. A lesser player would have waited for a better opportunity. But Alexandra Eala does not wait. She steps in, she coils her body like a viper. She unloads on that forehand with every ounce of energy she has left in her body. The ball screams across the net. Paolini stretches. She reaches, but it's too good. It's too fast. It's too perfect. The ball kisses the line. Game, set, match, Eala. The stadium erupts. It sounds like a jet engine taking off inside a library. Eala drops the racket. She puts her hands on her head. She can't believe it, but we can believe it, because we watched every second of this war. We watched her refuse to die. We watched her stand toe-to-toe with a giant and refuse to back down. This victory is more than just a bracket update. This is a message. It is a message to the Swiateks, the Sabalenkas, the Goffs. It is a message that says the hierarchy is not safe. It says that there is a storm coming from the east, and its name is Alexandra Eala. Think about what this does for tennis in Asia. Think about the thousands of young girls in the Philippines, watching this on their phones, watching this on TV, seeing someone who looks like them, taking down one of the best in the world. That inspiration is worth more than any prize money. That is how you grow a sport. That is how you build a dynasty. And let's not forget Jasmine Paolini. We have to give respect where respect is due. She played a champions match. She didn't lose this match. Eala won it. There is a difference. Paolini forced Eala to be great. Without Paolini's resistance, without her grit, Eala never would have found that extra gear. Iron sharpens iron. And tonight the steel of Italy sharpened the blade of the Philippines. But looking forward, what does this mean for the season? It means the scouting report on Eala just changed. She isn't the future prospect anymore. She is the current threat. Players are going to watch this tape. They are going to see the power. They are going to see the mental fortitude. And they are going to be afraid. Because confidence is the most dangerous weapon in tennis. And after a win like this, Eala's confidence is going to be in the stratosphere. The media is going to try to downplay this. They are going to call it an upset. They are going to call it a fluke. Do not listen to them. This was not a fluke. You don't beat the number 6 seed in a third set tiebreaker by accident. You do it by design. You do it by training when nobody is watching. You do it by suffering in the gym so you don't suffer on the court. This was a calculated dismantling of the hierarchy. And the scary part, she is only going to get better. She is only going to get stronger.
They're just bringing the best out of each other as well. We are being treated to some real quality here. Really needs a first serve, that's for sure. Can she find him? Another wonderful win for Alexandra Eala. Listen to that noise.
Her serve will get faster. Her movement will get sharper. If this is what she looks like now, imagine what she looks like in 2 years. Imagine what she looks like with a Grand Slam title under her belt. We are witnessing the origin story of a superstar. I want to go back to that final moment one more time, because I think we glossed over the technical brilliance of it. The footwork leading up to that final shot was balletic. Watch how she sets her feet. Watch the weight transfer. She generates power from the ground up. It's kinetic chain perfection. And the mental clarity to execute that under maximum heart rate, that is special. That is the X factor that scouts spend their whole lives looking for. You can teach a forehand. You can teach a serve. You cannot teach the clutch gene. You either have it or you don't. And Alexandra Eala has it in spades. So where do we go from here? The Dubai Duty-Free Championships continues. But the story has already been written. The headline has already been printed. The world has been put on notice. I want you to share this video with every tennis fan you know. Send it to the people who say tennis is boring. Send it to the people who say the big three are gone and the sport is dying. Show them this passion. Show them this fire. Show them the crowd in Dubai losing their minds for a 19-year-old Filipino phenomenon. This is the heartbeat of the sport. This is why we wake up at 3 a.m. to watch matches on blurry streams. This is why we travel thousands of miles to sit in the sun. For moments like this, for the feeling that anything is possible. Alexandra Eala, take a bow. You didn't just win a match tonight. You won our hearts. And you started a revolution. As the players shake hands at the net, look at the class from Paolini. A smile, a nod, a recognition of the battle. That is sportsmanship. But look at Eala walking to her chair. She isn't just walking. She is floating. She is soaking it in. This is the drug that athletes chase their entire lives. The high of victory against the odds. And as she signs the camera lens, as she waves to the crowd, remember this day. Remember where you were when Alexandra Eala announced herself to the world. Because one day when she is lifting the trophy at Wimbledon, when she is holding the cup at the US Open, you can look back at this video and say, I knew. I saw it happen in Dubai. I saw the spark before it became a forest fire. Stay tuned to this channel because we are going to be following every step of this journey. We are going deep on the stats, the technique, the psychology. We are not letting this story die. This is just the beginning. The new era has arrived, and it is wearing blue and yellow.